Hello and welcome to USA Podcast. I'm David, your host. Thank you for joining me. Today we want to talk about how to keep your man from cheating. Ladies, we know men cheat, and it seems like that's something that becomes natural. We assume that all men cheat. We done heard people say that all the time, and whether it's true or not, it becomes something that people believe. So we're gonna find out how to keep a man from cheating. Now, ladies, I want y'all to pay close attention to this because this is coming from a man who knows. And I've talked to a lot of women in my time as doing massages. I am a master massage therapist, and I talk to women of all races, and we talk about all kinds of things, especially how to keep their men satisfied. And I found out a lot of things that women are not doing that keep men cheating on them. Because men, believe it or not, don't like to cheat. That is a stereotype that has been put on the man, and it's not true. It's very simple to keep a man happy and satisfied where he will be loyal and devoted to you forever. And I'm gonna tell you ladies some secrets right now. And it's really elementary, but we're gonna start with number one. The number one way to keep your man from cheating on you is to have a clean house. Ladies, men hate to come home to a dirty house. A lot of women have forgotten how to clean up, keep the house nice and tidy, so when a man comes home, it's a nice, relaxing atmosphere. A clean house tells a lot about a woman. If a woman don't keep a house clean, no telling what else she don't keep clean. And we've heard that from our mothers over the years. So men love to come home to a nice, clean house. We don't like to come home and the bed is not made up. We don't like to see clothes all over the place. You know, that's something that's gonna have a man irritated when he come in, no matter where he's been, whether it's been at work or been out with his friends or whatever. But remember, your job is to keep your man from cheating. The number one thing is to make sure your man never needs another woman. So the main thing, number one, is to keep the house clean. That's not much to ask. Number two, a man loves to come home and have a home-cooked meal with food on the table. Ladies, so many times now we see women love to go out to eat. They'll call out Uber Eats. They'll say, "No, I'm not gonna cook tonight. Let's go out to get something." It seems like you're ordering in pizza or you're going out to your favorite restaurants. But no more of the home cooking. And remember, men likes home cooking. We took you out to eat when we were dating you. So now we want that home cooking. And ladies now don't even cook. Not like the ladies back in the day that loved to cook. They would tell a man, "Come over to my house, I'm gonna make you dinner." You never hear that anymore. Women stop cooking and start going out to eat. And that's one of the reasons men end up cheating. And I'm gonna get to that, how this all ties in together. Number three, a man wants to have incredible sex, not just regular sex, like you done become accustomed to having after being together for a long time. A man want to try something new. He want his wife to be his personal porn star. You see, one of the things that men like to do is go to strip clubs. Not all men, some men. You know, they have that allure of that woman dancing on the pole, that mysterious woman that's exciting, that's stimulating. You know, it stimulates your imagination to where you just so excited that you don't even want to go home. You want to continue this fantasy with this woman. That's why men go to strip clubs, to live out fantasies that they have in their head. It's a woman's job is to make those fantasies become reality at home. So I suggest, ladies, if you don't know how to dance on a pole, go take some some pole dancing lessons. Because all men want a woman that likes to dance and be seductive and keep them excited and turned on. That's something that we really like. And we're afraid to tell you about it because we end up saying we're going out with the friends to shoot pool or something like that when we're all planning to go to the strip club. Never ever forget, men are visually stimulated. We like sexy stuff, especially coming from our woman. See, you got to realize, no matter how beautiful you are, how attractive you are to your man, eventually that's going to wear thin. You know, he's going to get used to your beauty and he's going to take it for granted and you're going to wonder why. And that brings me to the next thing, ladies. You got to continue to enhance your beauty. You got to keep going to get your hair done. You got to keep getting your nails done. You got to keep getting your toes done because we love beautiful toes, beautiful hands. Those are things that stimulate us that we like. We like you to go get your nails done and come back and show it to us and get your toes done and put them up there on us so we can see them and kiss your beautiful toes. We like that. Men adore every single part of a woman's anatomy. And we want a woman to continue to keep herself looking beautiful. We want you to continue to pamper yourself, to smell good all the time. You know, we like you to change your looks up sometime, not be complacent. That way it never gets boring. You see, men likes mystery. We like a woman that could keep us guessing, on our toes. Another thing that you got to pay attention to is never take your man for granted, ladies. Your man gonna love you, your man is gonna die for you if you do all of these things. But you cannot take him for granted, especially when he's going out working. You know, when he come in, you know, ask him how his day been and talk to him and see what's going on and tell him, you know, you're doing a good job. I love you. You know, that goes a long way to let a man know that you appreciate that hard work that you're doing to keep her pampered, to keep her with those beautiful things. Because, ladies, we will work ourselves to death to keep you looking beautiful and to keep you happy and to keep you satisfied. All you have to do is these things to keep us. One of the other things is loyalty. We like a woman that's a little bit jealous, a woman that's not gonna let another woman look at her man without saying something about it. Like, I don't know what she's looking at you for, you know. She better keep her eyes off of you, make you seem special. See, men like a little jealousy there. We like to feel appreciated. We like to feel like we belong to you. We love affection. Ladies, you have forgotten men love to be caressed, touched on, kissed on. A forehead kiss on a man would make him melt. Ladies, that's one of the secrets. Always touch your man. Whether it's you reaching up, playing with his ears, or you kissing him on his cheek, or you just hugging him. Affection goes a long way. We like attention, and you got to show us attention. You got to stake your claim on your man and let him know that, hey, you mine and these other women better leave you alone. Instead of saying, oh, well, you can just do what you want. If they want you, they can have you. See, a lot of women, that's taking us for granted. You know, we like a woman that loves to fantasize. Ladies, we like to try something new. We would love to come home and you thinking about spanking us or we giving you a spanking. You see, we like to try new things to keep the relationship stimulated. You got to talk. We want to know what your fantasies are. And you got to constantly ask your man what his is, because we constantly fantasize. That's why I asked ladies, one of the other things you need to do is watch some porn. Don't take this the wrong way. But men like new things. And believe it or not, if you think you know everything, you don't. Or you think you tried everything, you haven't. Because, believe it or not, you'll see some things done in the porn that you haven't even thought about doing, but that your man has always fantasized about. See, men love new things. We like to be stimulated different ways. See, you can't miss a man if you got something new you want to try. That's why I suggest all men learn one thing about a woman. And women love to be submissive. Women love to be spanked. Women love to be handcuffed. Women love to try new things like that. That's why I suggest, in order to keep your man, ladies, you have to do things that he likes. Men love to be dominant. And a woman should be submissive to that man. If that man loves you, then you must cater to him. You must keep the house clean. He loved that. He loved to come home to a nice clean house. You got to keep yourself looking good, in shape, as sexy as you was when y'all first met. You got to do all of those things that you did to get him. And you got to maintain it. You got to keep those toes done. You got to make sure those nails and hands look pretty all the time, because we look at those things. As a man, we talk about that all the time when we see a woman out there with them pretty nails or with some pretty toes. We looking, just like women are looking. And then they say, a man gonna cheat anyway. No, he's not. If he's getting everything that he wants from one woman, he won't cheat. He won't cheat. If you are his private dancer, you his porn star, you're his personal chef, all of his affection gonna go towards you. Because men, believe it or not, don't like to sleep around with a bunch of women. That is a stereotype. Not all men. I know some men like to be with a lot of women. And that's why we have men now in polygamy relationships where you have a sister wife. And a lot of times that sister wife, and they are very compatible. One may not do certain things where the other one will, and they both coexist with the man, being the one that must be taken care of. He's the center of attention here. So to keep that from happening, because that is being done a lot now. Men are being with two women, and the women are okay with it. Because we have a shortage of good men, that a woman saying if she find one good man, she's willing to share him. And that works out well in raising the kids, according to the statistics that's out right now about the polygamy relationships. So if you want to keep your man from thinking about that, you have to be his everything. You have to be his personal porn star. You have to keep him happy. You got to cook, clean. All the things that women had no problem with doing. But all of a sudden now, we want to go out to eat. We want to, we don't want to have no intimacy because I just got my hair done. Or I'm going out with the girls and I don't have time for you. The lost act of seduction is gone. What happened to a woman cooking a home-cooked meal and being the dessert for her man? Telling him something like, I'm a very good cook. You're going to love my cooking. but I taste better than my cooking. See, that's what we want out of a woman. We want that woman to keep us stimulated. So we ain't looking elsewhere. And it's very simple. All you have to do is understand your man and cater to him, and he will die for you. I guarantee it.